Well, we're here at the Los Lunas Decalogue stone, or near it. And according to many, the Los Lunas inscription is an abridged version of the Decalogue, or the Ten Commandments, carved into the flat face of a large boulder resting on the side of Hidden Mountain near Los Lunas, New Mexico, about 35 miles south of Albuquerque, and that's where we are now. Now, according to scholars, the language is in Hebrew. The script is in Old Hebrew alphabet with a few Greek letters mixed in, and you can see Klein, who wrote a paper in 1982, and Deal in 84, Stonebreaker in 82, Underwood in 82, and others, which will be linked below. So come along, let's go take a look and see if we can find the Los Lunas Decalogue stone. You ready? Mm-hmm. So we found the hedgehog rock on the secret description that we found on the internets. And, huh? There's a bed frame and tons of glass. This is a very sacred spot.
Look at all the shiny glass.
See it? This is for Jesus. And so we've been now hiking for 6 or 7 hours, and we're almost at the Decalogue stone. Our supplies are running low. So, we're just about there. And it's dark, steep, and it's bizarre. It's up here. And there she blows. This is facing north in a hidden gully, and well, it appears that right now as if this is probably a scam. Mm-hmm. So we'll get closer in a second.
Nobody.
All right, couple of geologic notes. This giant boulder could have recently fallen into this position in just a few years, because Leah is sitting in a huge erosional channel, and this is going to be running heavy with water and undercutting that rock, which is probably what happened. And it could have happened on the scale of just a few hundred years. Now, as far as the glyph itself, it's too cleaned to glean any reference, but what we do know is that this could have been here as early as 1890 or 1880, according to people's accounts. And the top line has been ruined. What do you got to say?
Something else about the erosion and this being at an angle.
Yeah.
The fact that this is the rest of this, if it's a creek bed or whatever it is, a wash.
It's a recent wash.
So
yeah.
With the water coming down this way, it's going to hit this wall and wash it out quickly.
Yeah, this.
So it makes perfect sense that this flopped over.
It's going to be gone really quick. This nugget's going to be fall out soon.
All of this water is going to like hit this wall and move around in here and wash all this shit out. So no wonder it fell over.
There it is. There it is, the Decalogue stone.
A lot of deltas in there.
So in 1996, Professor James D. Tabor of the Department of Religious Studies, University of North Carolina, Charlotte, he interviewed the late Professor Frank Hibben, who died in 2002, a retired University of New Mexico archaeologist who was convinced that the inscription you're looking at is ancient and thus authentic. He reports that he first saw the text here in 1933, and at the time it was covered with lichen completely and patina and was hardly visible. And he was taken to the site by a guide who had seen it as a boy back in 1880. That's according to Tabor, 1997. At the present, the inscription itself is badly chalked and scrubbed up, as you can just see, because we just showed you. And so it looks fake when you come up here. I mean, obviously, it looks pretty recent. Yeah, the inscription uses Greek tau, zeta, delta, eta, and kappa reversed in place of their Hebrew counterparts taw, zayin, daleth, heth, and kaf, indicating a Greek influence as well as a post-Alexandrian date. Despite the archaic form of alphus, the letters yoth, koth, and the flat-bottomed shin have been distinctively Samaritan forms, suggesting the inscription may be Samaritan in origin, according to Libzarski and Purvis, 1902 and 1968. I have tons of information, interesting information, which we'll link below about the inscription. Lots of studies have been done. If the Los Lunas inscription here you're looking at is indeed Byzantine Samaritan inscription, it may be significant that the 6th century historian Procopius reports that the Byzantine Empire Justinian, and that's from 527 to 565 AD, undertook a massive persecution of the Samaritans in particular. So these could be, these could be the persecuted Jews, Palestine, or any other groups of people that actually made this stone. It happens to be in a place that, the stone's located in New Mexico on state trust land, and they tried to protect it because it's being destroyed, and I don't know if that's going pretty well. What do you think, Leah?
Well, what I do think is even cooler is that there's a very old glyph up here.
Yeah.
Which I only know about because I read it in this letter. See
Oh,
the
yeah.
long tail? There's multiple glyphs, but...
And they're completely graffitied, but
look how faded that is.
yeah, that's an anthropomorph with a long tail going up to...
Well, it's a four-legged creature.
A bird. I wonder where... It's all broken off, lying right down in there.
Yeah. But it's old. Yeah. Really old.
I wonder what's up there. So we're going to come back here to this site. Not for the Decalogue stone. But maybe. For some glyphs. Yeah, here's some more archaic up here. And clearly vandalized. Wow. These pricks. Yeah, so there we go. I'll come down and give you one more shot of the Decky stone. And then we gotta get home.
Maybe it's not as old as I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the graffiti over there, it's pretty white too. But no, it looks faded, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's been repatinaed. And like this must be a little more recent. And this must be a little more recent. Maybe?
They look all related in this shot here.
They do.
Yeah.
But these are definitely a little lighter.
Yeah.
They look like a similar style of glyph.
Yeah.
The fact that it is next to a wash perhaps gives the lie.
Yeah.
Because if you really wanted to transmit some important information, why would you put it right next to a wash where something's likely to happen to it? Doesn't make any sense.
No. No. Well, to make it look old, because you know this boulder has rotated into the wash, so if you put the script that way, a geologist would come here, or if you were a geologist, you could hoax it on that idea. Well, it has to be old because it's turned now, and the erosion here was hundreds of years.
Yeah, but still, like, if you're the person making this thing, let's say you're making this thing because you want to preserve info for future generations or something, this is the stupidest place to put it.
Agree. You would put it where there's an overhang, like a petroglyph, where natives put their pictographs,
to preserve it.
And not on the side.
On the other hand, whoever did this obviously wanted to hoax people, so maybe they just weren't that smart.
Yeah. Yep. It's our final conclusion.
It's just not that smart. I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah.
But
But there is real rock art up
there
there.
is real rock art.
All right, that was it. Subscribe to the channel and save the Decalogue trip for another lifetime. That's boom. Be safe. We love you.